Israel-Iran conflict is making headlines worldwide. Since Israel's Operation Rising Lion on June 13th, the clash has overshadowed another major conflict, Ukraine versus Russia, ongoing since 2022. Why does Israel-Iran get more attention? Let's break it down in a balanced view. The death tolls paint a grim picture. In the Israel-Iran conflict, since Israel's Operation Rising Lion on June 13th, 224 have died in Iran and 24 in Israel, totaling 248 deaths in just 6 days. Meanwhile, the Ukraine-Russia war, now over 3 years old since February 2022, has seen estimates of 250,000 to 300,000 Russian military deaths and 46,000 to 70,000 Ukrainian military deaths, with 10,000 to 40,000 civilian deaths in Ukraine. That's a combined toll exceeding 300,000, dwarfing the Israel-Iran figures. Yet, the scale of loss in Ukraine-Russia fails to match the global spotlight on the Middle East. Energy stakes drive attention to Israel-Iran. The conflict threatens the Persian Gulf, where 90% of global oil transits, pushing prices to $80 a barrel and impacting economies worldwide. Ukraine-Russia affects European gas. Russia cut 40% of Europe's supply in 2023, but its energy impact feels regional, not global. Geopolitically, Israel-Iran involves nuclear risks. Iran's damaged facilities raise proliferation fears, while Ukraine-Russia, though a NATO-Russia standoff, has settled into a predictable trench war, reducing its urgency. The U.S. backs Israel with warships, while Iran's ties to China and Russia add complexity, drawing more eyes. Media dynamics amplify Israel-Iran's visibility. The conflict's rapid escalation, Israeli strikes on Tehran, and Iran's missile barrages over Jerusalem, delivers dramatic, fresh visuals daily. Ukraine-Russia, with its repetitive frontline battles, lacks the same novelty. 1,200 casualties daily feel routine after 40 months. Posts on X highlight this, with users fixated on Israel-Iran's intensity over Ukraine's stalemate. Cultural resonance also plays a role. Israel-Iran taps into Jewish-Muslim narratives and U.S. domestic support for Israel, with 70% of Americans favoring Israel, per a 2025 poll, while Ukraine-Russia's Slavic context lacks global emotional pull. Escalation potential keeps Israel-Iran in focus. The risk of a wider war, U.S. involvement, Hezbollah attacks, or Saudi shifts, looms large, with Iran warning of targeting U.S. bases. Ukraine-Russia, despite NATO's edge, avoids direct superpower clashes, its 2023 Kerch Strait incident notwithstanding. Public Ukraine fatigue grows, with aid debates fading, $118 billion from the U.S. Since 2022 feels distant as attention shifts. Israel-Iran's unpredictability, debated at the G7, outshines Ukraine's entrenched conflict, even with its higher toll of over 300,000 deaths. Despite Ukraine-Russia's massive death toll, far exceeding Israel-Iran's 248, the latter dominates due to energy stakes, nuclear threats, media excitement, cultural resonance, and escalation risks. Ukraine's war, though devastating, has lost its news edge. Will this shift, or is the Middle East's drama too captivating? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for updates.